新加坡、马来西亚慈济人啊，菩萨足迹啦，走回佛陀的故乡，看到了佛陀当初所看的苦相。我们现在呢，人间菩萨依了佛陀的教义精神，所以呢，把佛法又要带回来佛陀的出生地。我们能不能呢，为这个地方来翻转人生呢？相信多多少少一定有帮助，也期待呢全球的慈济人共同为这一件事大家来关心，人多力量大，点滴点滴啦汇聚起来，就有力量去帮助。
May, Buddha Day, Buddha's birthplace, Lumbini Garden, a solemn Buddha Day ceremony. Wee hours preparation to catch up with the worldwide online ceremony in Hualien.
Actually, at the time of the prayer, what happened was, while we were praying, it was like the storm was coming. Until we were praying, no water fell, there was no rain. As we finished all the praying, everything, then the water started. So we felt like it was a holy water for us, the blessing from the God. It was a very positive energy.
Drizzling rain, sprinkling blessing. Everything will come true with vows and affinities. Founder of Nepal International Buddhist Society, Bhante Maitri, has been contributed for years to Lumbini. He started his charity work in the 1990s by setting up a learning center and a free clinic, and has been interacting with Sushi since 2018. 129 women joined the Cash for Relief program at the cloth mask sewing class to produce 170,000 masks. There were 176 schools and 21 organizations that had also benefited. In May 2022, Sushi volunteers cherished their affinity with these women in a gathering to sow the seeds of love. Kidney dialysis resources in Lumbini are limited. Bhante Maitri has compassionately allowed Sushi to set up a dialysis center at the free clinic. This dialysis center officially started operations in May 2022, and Arbunisha is the first dialysis patient. Now he only needs 20 minutes to reach this dialysis center instead of 3 hours of traveling before that.
他们之前呢是在另外一间洗肾中心洗肾，那个时候他们需要奔波大概3个小时的时间，然后车程到那边过后洗了4个小时，累了就要过一夜，第二天再倒回来。所以呢，那儿子呢，就是因为要陪伴妈妈，所以呢就不能做工。
Bhante Maitri responded to the essence of Master Cheng Yen's grand lessons by distributing hot vegetarian meals at the free clinic.
那我们这一次的共斋活动不只是给这些病患提供素食午餐，我们也希望能够在蓝毗营这个地方开始推素。
Using mineral water bottles instead of bamboo tubes to share the spirit of bamboo banks and inspire everyone's kind thoughts.
So simple, tatalang ejoy. Wato pinang pun ihawa liao, sila ane kwan kwan. Liao walang hai tataji hai lui, liao wa hawe thau ke so ya ki su ji lo. So baru wa da we kina pun hai wa ni han.
Amu cibahan ice cream ne mandala. Garib pinda betala. Chale.
Tulsi's daughters have good thoughts, speak good words, and do good deeds, cultivation since childhood. The lowest rank of Lumbini society live in poverty and had to beg for a living everywhere. It is the duty of living Bodhisattvas to turn their plight over. At Sombaha village in Lumbini, Sushi volunteers walk into the poorest family in the village, an impoverished blind husband and a weak wife begging on the streets and unable to have a proper meal.
अब सबभन्दा अब त्यो परिवार हेर्दा चाहिँ सबभन्दा कठिनाइ भनेको बिचरा तिनको एउटा त बस्ने व्यवस्था छैन, राम्रो घरै छैन, खानाको व्यवस्था छैन, भिख नमागिकन खानै नसक्ने अवस्था, शिक्षाको अभाव छ, कपडाको अभाव छ। अब एउटा जुन
Sushi walked into this family to give food aid and build them a new house.
对我们来说是一间危楼来的，所以这一间屋子其实是需要重建的。
Demolitions of their dilapidated house to build a new home, neighbors' mutual help accelerated the project. A simple and warm housewarming ceremony, a simple house to live in with a peace of mind. The three Sundari siblings can now attend school at a nearby preschool educational center. A new house with a new bed, discarding the old for new, yet preserving the woven bed that the care recipients loves. Sharada is blind, while her husband is suffering from mental illness. Her son suffers from epilepsy and his legs are weak.
当我走进去，我在看到这个小孩子趴在地上，用嘴巴去找这个奶瓶的时候呢，在我们现在的这个社会，怎么还有这样子一个情况发生？所以我就把他抱起来，就把他这样子的喂奶哈。
अब यह विचार है कि मनो बढ़िया हो जाए, मनो सहयोग से केहू घर में होशियार हो जाए, सब ऐसा है, तब केहू होशियार हो जाए तो ठीक रहे.
Education can turn around the fate of poor children.
其实他家的背后就有看到学校，学费每个月只是600块卢币哈，就等于台币140块哈，区区的140块都没有讨论过后呢，就决定要帮这位6岁的小女儿。那我们的志工呢，靠过去就跟这位夏拉达女士说，我们的念珠上有我们正言上人的法照哈，一个盲人哈，只听到说有上人的法照，他就会把这个手拉到额头这边来顶礼。
Bright eyes and hearts, it is an unbelievable affinity.
एक मुट्ठी से कहूँ उम्र थोड़ी ना घट जाए, कि इसलिए रख रहे हैं कि जे हमारे घर पे केहू और अपार हो, वो का कहना है भगवान.
To follow the example of the poor in giving alms, no matter how hard her life is, Sharada saved a handful of rice each day. She had donated a rice bamboo bank 4 times and become a role model for doing good deeds. At the age of 16, while working, Ramesh's left leg was pricked by an iron nail and it became inflamed and festered. Within 10 years, he had spent all his money but to no avail. Sushi volunteers went to Ramesh's house to clean his wounds without hesitation. Those who are blessed should step forward to help the needy with limited mobility. 3 days medical camp in Lumbini. 9 services were provided. This was the first time a medical camp was jointly organized by the local, Singaporean and Malaysian medical teams, serving more than 3,200 residents and monks, with the manpower of 136 medical staff and 445 volunteers.
If they once visit the private hospital, minimum they have to spend 15 to 20,000 Nepalese rupees around for the first time visit. In search of free service, at least they will come to check up, so this will help them to diagnose the disease at the early time and for the proper treatment.
大部分来的孩子都是营养不良，所以我们就花一些时间跟他们讲解一些食物如何吃。
我在3天里面，我跟病人贴得非常的近，所以这些给我是一种回想起我当年成为医生的那个初心，就是说要跟病人感同身受。
Humane doctors safeguard life compassionately and comfort the sufferings with love. The inaugural Sushi winter distribution was very lively. The blessings received in Lumbini from Master Cheng and Sushi members around the world filled the village with warmth and love. At the Adarsh Community Activity Center in Lumbini, Sushi provided financial aids to the government-free computer classes. Volunteers were invited to witness the course completion ceremony, where 35 trainees were awarded certificates. This is for the betterment and hope of Lumbini's future. The sewing training program enabled these women to acquire a skill and become self-reliant in the future.
हातमा त्यो राम्रो राम्रो सिल्न भयो भने आफू सिलेर लगाउँछौं भनेर सिकेर यहाँ टेलर बन्न खोजेको.
As a great place for a brighter future, Madhubani Preschool Education Center has commenced classes. This is Chuchi's first sponsored project to a non-profit educational organization in Lumbini. Sushi cooperated with Community Learning Center. The school is built in the form of simple classrooms on the vacant land, in the front yard of a landowner who gave it to the school.
शिक्षित छैनन् आइमाईहरु कि त्यहाँ लगेर पुर्याउने आफ्नो बच्चाहरु गरिब पनि छन् खाना नपुगेका बच्चाहरुको पढाउन सकिन्छ भन्ने त्यस्तो भावना छ.
The difficulties encountered during the construction work did not stop the volunteers will to provide education for the children. As local students dropped out of school due to poverty, volunteers came to provide cares and help these children return to school. Early marriage of girls to lighten families' financial burden is another factor for school dropout. Within 5 days, the education team distributed school supplies to 6 schools. While promoting humanistic education, these volunteers also conveyed the concept of doing good deeds.
教导他们要疼惜物命拿到这个物质一定要好好保护。
The dining environment in the school was also a concern because paper plates were used for serving meals while leaves were used as a spoon.
把食物送进嘴巴，对我们来说是非常容易的一件事情，但是原来对这里的孩子来说是这么的不容易啊！所以我们也是马上去采购这些汤匙，然后也是马上送到学校来。
Volunteers brought eco-friendly tableware and taught them the correct dining etiquette. As Sushi volunteers from Malaysia and Singapore traveled to and from Lumbini to perform duties, Banthe Maitri's cousins provided her property as a venue for Sushi to set up a local office.
在第二次回来的时候，就这样快的看到会所的成立啊，快的成立就是看到家的感觉，真的有家的感觉不一样哦。那使人进来的时候就感到安定感的那种感觉。
Propagating Nepali Jingsi aphorism in Lumbini during a street of good words activities brings Dharma into the community.
जिंक्सी एफोरिजममा चाहिँ अब त्यस्तो त सबै कुराहरु सबै शब्दहरु चाहिँ एकदम सम्झना योग्य र एकदम राम्रो छ. त्यसमा पनि एकदम चाहिँ हामी मान्छे चाहिँ कमजोर ठान्नु हुँदैन आफूलाई हरेक मान्छेमा केही न केही क्षमता चाहिँ
这里的居民是很心宽念纯，那么经世语真的是很浅白，只要有当地人翻译去当地语言的话，他们都听得懂。
The inaugural New Volunteers Training Programs allowed like-minded and kind-hearted people to walk the Bodhisattva Path.
त्यो चुजी फाउन्डेसनहरूले हाम्रो देशमा धेरै गरिब अनि त्यो असहायलाई राम्रोसँग पढेपछि त्यो इङ्ग्लिस बोल्न आएपछि त्यो चुजी फाउन्डेसनलाई अटेन्ड गर्छु अनि तब सबैलाई मद्दत गर्छु.
The first year-end blessing ceremony was held solemnly under the Bodhi tree at the holy Lumbini Garden.
难得有这个因缘，此际踏足佛国哈，把上人请到摩耶夫人庙，我们就把那个荧幕搬到这个菩提树下，我们很期待上人在菩提树下为我们开示，给我们这个岁末的祝福。
Innumerable lights illuminate the Buddha's birthplace. Let's pray for the purification of heart, a peaceful society, and a world free from disasters. With sincere respect from Jingsi disciples.